Hey guys, we're going to do a quick notes, some examples of some word problems using our percents in real life. We are in our blue notebook. Hopefully you labeled your page, and we're going to be on page 11. If you did not label it yet, please label it now because this is going to get much more difficult to keep up with where we are, okay? So it's on the page after modeling percents from last time we met. It's percents in real life, okay? So now we're just going to use some of that we learned because it didn't really make sense yesterday with all the numbers, but we want to put it to real world examples so that it is meaningful to you because this is something in real life that's going to be important to you, okay? Percent proportions, equations, and equivalent ratios are useful when we are solving for percent proportions in real life. So just like with the percent bar, okay, remember I said 100 always goes on the bottom? The other number that is down here has to be a percent, okay? This is just another way to look at it, okay? Part to whole, okay? So you could pretend like your percent bar is turned sideways. If this confuses you, go with this. They're the same thing. It's just turning it sideways, okay? It's like saying, oh, okay, now here's the bar. This is 100%, okay? They're the same thing. It's just how your brain envisions it and reads it and sees it. It's the same thing, okay? So it says the 7th grade class had an end-of-year dance. Of the 300 7th graders, 246 were going to attend the dance. What percent attended the dance? Okay, so I'm going to set my percent bar up. I know that the whole thing is 100, and that's no matter what the problem is, I have to set it up like that. Okay, now it says of the 300, so that tells me that 300 is my total, so that's going here. Okay, and it says 246 attended. Now the question says what percent, so that tells me I don't know the percent, so my percent has to go down here on the bottom. Okay, and now I have a proportion. Okay, I see an easy shortcut from 300 to 100 is divide by 3. What should I do to the other side? You're correct. Divide by 3. So remember I did say that you are able to use calculators, and my brain is fried, so I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator, and I'm going to get 82. X is 82%. Okay. Remember, if you're not good at shortcuts, you can always cross multiply and divide. You will get the same answer if you do that. Okay. So for those of you who like to do this, it's 300x equals 246 times 0, times 100. So I'm just adding on zeros. Divide by 300. And you're going to get 82 as well, okay? You don't have to do this, but some people would rather do this, okay? You're going to get the same answer. Number 2, farmer decides to sell 32 pounds of his small 96-pound potato crop. He's selling 32. He has 96 pounds. What percent did he sell? So again, percent bar. I know the whole thing is 100%. And I'm looking for percent, so I know my X goes down here. His 96-pound potato crop, that means my total is 96. And I have 32 here, okay? So now, I don't really see a shortcut, okay? I can try to simplify, or I can just go ahead and cross multiply and divide, okay? Unless you're really good with your math skills and you know how many 32s get to 96, which there is a shortcut, but we probably don't know it, so we're just going to go this way. Okay, 96x equals 3,200. Okay, again, I just multiplied 32 times 100. Now I'll divide by 96. 3,200 divided by 96 gives me 32. Not 32, sorry. I'm glad I did this one because it's not a nice one. when you put it in your calculator, it looks like this, which means it's a repeating decimal. And remember, the way you show that is just put a line over it. Okay? So be open to knowing sometimes you are going to have decimals. Sometimes you're going to have repeating decimals. That is okay. That's real life. Okay? Everything doesn't work out perfect in real life. All right. A preschool class has 9 girls and 11 boys. What percent are girls? Okay, so I know percent is the whole thing. Okay, what percent? I don't know. Now this one is kind of tricky, so we have to be careful. Okay, it says what percent are girls. I know that there are 9 girls, so I know that 9 is going to go with X. But remember, we talked a lot about yesterday is that total goes here. Okay, the total is not 11. There are 9 boys, 11 girls, so the total is actually 20. Okay, so be careful and make sure that you're actually given the total. Okay, they didn't give you the total, but you know how to find the total. It's pretty easy. Okay, now once again, nice easy shortcut of times 5. Over here on this side, I'm going the same direction, so times 5. So my answer is 45%. Okay, and again, I knew that I needed total because it says what percent are girls. Okay, every time this 100 is the total, you also have to have the total here. Okay, this is not like a ratio where I can put boys or girls. I have to put total. All right, just a couple more to go. The next one, on average, on a Saturday, 15% of the tickets were child tickets. So 15%, that's nice. They gave me a percent. There were 460 tickets sold. That sounds like the total to me. How many were sold to children? Okay. So I know that this is going to be my total, so don't forget. I know this is 100. And the question is looking for children. Okay, so if it helps you, you can write a little note here. Children's tickets. The bottom is percent. I know that it's 15%. I know that 460 is the total. And I'm looking for the number of child tickets. Okay. All right. Can't get from 460 to 15, super easy. Can't get from 15 to 100, but I can simplify. So I know these end in 0, so I'm going to mark them off. And sometimes when you start marking things off, it's easier to rewrite. So now I have this. Okay. I'm not really sure a number, so I'm going to go ahead and just multiply. Okay. 15 times 46 gives me 690. This is 10x. Again, just using that basic algebra. Divide by 10, divide by 10. So x is 69 child tickets. All right. Next, Stephen Curry plays for the Golden Gate Warriors and fouls a 90% free throw shooting record. Oh, touts. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Touts. He brags about, okay? He has a 90% free throw shooting record. If he shot 20, approximately how many did he miss? So this is very interesting, okay? First of all, I'm going to draw my percent bar because I know we're talking about percent. Now, after we take a break from this, you don't always draw a percent bar. You only draw a percent bar if it gives you the word percent, okay? If it's talking about percent, okay? 90%, it says that he makes 90, okay? So if he makes 90, I want to know how many he misses. So hopefully you know that percent is out of 100. And if he makes 90, that means he misses 10%. Okay? You can subtract now, which I think is easier, or you can subtract at the end. But if you subtract now, you won't forget. Okay? Now it says he shot 20 free throws. So that is the total. That's how many he shot. And there's my X. Okay? Again, super easy shortcut. I can go this way from 10 to 100 times 10. So this is divide by 10 because they're going opposite directions. So he missed 2 out of 20. Okay? If you wanted to go this way, you could have said times 5, divide by 5. You would have got the same answer. If you wanted to cross multiply and divide, cool. You would have gotten the same answer. Okay? All right, 2 more. The campus demographics. Demographics just mean the people who make up something. Okay? Include 480 female students. This is 64% of the student body. How many are enrolled? Okay? Percent bar, 100. It tells me a percent, which is 84, so I know percent goes on the bottom. And it wants to know how many are enrolled. So that means I don't know the total. That's why X goes over 100. And 480 goes with female, okay? You can also just go back and read it. 480 is female, and it says 84 are female, okay? So those two go together. All right. Don't see a shortcut. I could simplify, but I could also just save myself time and just solve this because I have a calculator, okay? So multiply across 84x equals 48000. Okay, I multiplied by 100. That's why I added 2 zeros at the end. Now divide by 84. Divide by 84. Again, use a calculator because I'm wanting you to practice this process of setting it up. So I'm going to hope that you can use the calculator. Let's see, what did I do? 480. Oh, is that a 64? Yes. Dang it. Okay, this was a 64. So this is also a 64. So this is 64 and this is 64. My bad. Okay, so when you divide 48,000 by 64, you get 750. Okay, it should have worked out a lot nicer. All right, 750. Again, you could have simplified, but those were big numbers, and if I don't know a number right off the top of my head, I'm just going to do this because this doesn't take long, especially when I get to use a calculator. All right, last one. Trisha makes a 56% on her science test. She got 14 problems correct. How many questions were on the test? Because I know it's a percent problem, I'm writing 100. I know she made a 56. And it says she got 14 correct. The question says how many were on the test. So I don't know the total. I don't know the total, so that's my X. And I know that 14 goes with 56. Okay. All right. Don't forget, you can, if they're smaller numbers, you can simplify. I know that 7 goes into both of these. So 14 divided by 7 is 2. 56 divided by 7 is 8. Okay. I can get now from 2 to 8. How do I get there? Times 4. On the other side, again, because my arrow is going the opposite direction, it's divide by 4. So X is equal to 25. Okay. So this is exactly what we've been practicing. It's just giving you some real world examples of what it's like. Okay. Go ahead and head back to class now, and we will talk about our assignment. We're going to do a pear deck first.